Adrian here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'm doing a review for Andor, Episode 6, The Eye. This episode, it's the midway point of the season, and it really feels like the culmination of the first arc here. But let's talk a little bit about the creative team, then I'll give you a synopsis, then we'll get into it. This episode was directed by Susanna White, written by Dan Gilroy, and it's all created by Tony Gilroy and based on the works of George Lucas. The series stars Diego Luna as Cassian Andor, and I'll talk a little bit about some of the other members of the cast. Um, so we're gonna focus a lot on the events of what we've been building to, right? This heist, they're gonna steal the payroll from this base, all thanks to the natural event that's happening that will serve as a distraction. So with the synopsis reads, with the cover from a spectacular local festival, the Aldani mission reaches a point of no return. uh, so the first thing I want to mention is that I love the juxtaposition of the mission along with the inclusion of how the Aldani people have been treated by the Empire, right? The Aldani people are making this pilgrimage to their sacred place where now the Empire has occupied, and the Empire allows them to continue the tradition of this festival. But you hear the Imperials talk about their tactics and how they discourage people from holding on to their old ways. It's really like it's just a really interesting exploration of how the empire works in so many ways, not just so much by violence and force, but just by being mischievous and conniving. Um, and once again, this episode goes to prove that if you like a character, this is one of those series where you shouldn't like a character too much, other than the only one we know will be safe throughout the continuance of this series is Diego Luna as Cassian Andor, as we know that the series will conclude in Rogue One. And I guess also Mon Mothma, since we do see her later on. So anyone else is kind of fair game, so don't get too attached. I do want to talk about the gang, as I'll call them. They're on the mission with Cassian. So we have Elizabeth Dulau as Clea. We have Gershon Ustash Jr. as Taramin. We also have Alex Lothar as Karis Nemec. We have Ebon Moss Backrack as Avril Skeen, which I really like this actor. He was in The Bear, which I love that show. And then we also have Veradu Sethu as Sinta. So and I don't have and Sula Remy as Lieutenant Gorn. Um, so yeah, all these people have different motivations, right? And we've been exploring that throughout the past few episodes, and it all kind of comes to a conclusion here. And this was such a good episode. Like I said, you have the visuals of this festival from nature. You have the mission, the tension that builds. The music really works on that as well. You have the introduction of these people of Aldani, that are a new complication for everyone, including the Empire. We have the Empire's reaction to what's going on, and of course, not everything goes according to plan. So there's just so much going on. I really, really enjoyed. This was a little bit of a longer episode too. So I'm very excited to hear what everyone thinks. But I love this episode. I'm really, really enjoying the series, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. Once again, I hope we get to see more Stellan Skarsgård and Winnie Viva Riley as both Mon Mothma and Luthen Rael. I'm also really excited to see, as weird as it sounds, excited to see how the Empire will respond, because we do see them in this episode. They know what's happening, and it's always a very quick response. They strike with force, and that's one of the things that complicates the plans for the rebels. So I'm very excited to see what happens next. So yeah, there you have it. Let me know what you think of this episode. Let us know how you're enjoying Cassian Andor. Let us know what your favorite part of this episode was. This is really, really a good one. I think episode 3, it's really cool the way now that I think about it, the way the show's being broken up. The first 3 episodes kind of work as a little story. The next 3 episodes now work as its own little story. So I think if we're going to continue in those those 3 episode arcs. I think it's going to be really fun, but obviously everything building up to an overarching story. Very smart, very well done by the team. You can tell. And I talk about the visuals all the time in these reviews, so that continues to be just the way that we are shooting here, um, like in live action sets in real places. Like you can really feel that coming through the screen. So very excited for that. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone.